Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the what should be the checklist. Checklist means that kind of criteria should be satisfied. So whenever you're going to decide about any topic, any problem, research problem, you have to check it whether the problem of the current interest. That means that whatever the researchers now doing in that particular area, they are interested in this kind of problems to solve. This kind of research is going on. Then second criteria checklist may be whatever result you're going to get out, some anticipation, some expectation we always have. What could be the result of our research? So we have to think about when we are going to get that result, is it applicable in the practice? Practically we can apply or not. Does the research contribute to the science of education? Is there sound theoretical background to your research? Are you going to contribute to the body of knowledge? Is the knowledge base of the science is going to increase with this research or not? So this kind of criteria you should think of, and you should check your research topic based upon these criteria. If majority of yes you are going to get, that means you are on the right track, right? And you can select that particular topic or area as your research area, right? I will send this document to you, no problem. You can take the printout or you can keep in your soft copy and do it, right? So these are the criteria on the basis of that we are going to identify the research topic. Some criteria may be not applicable. Maybe most of them should be applicable to your research. Like, do you have the necessary fund for the research? I think our university support your research in some means, funding also. So you have to consider that as a funding available to your research, and will you be able to perform your research using that funding or not? So you have to evaluate your research topic on basis of these 17 criteria. So moving further, let's have a brief review what we have discussed in this course. So a recap or summary. What you are supposed to do. The next assignment for all of you is on the identification of the problem, right? So listen carefully, okay? You have to determine a field of research in which you are keen to do your research work or thesis work, right? How to identify that area? That area should be related to your background. That means if you are pursuing the master's in the manufacturing technology management, you can go for some sort of the manufacturing projects, right? Related to the manufacturing, either that can be process based, deals with some sort of the EDM, CNC or machining, turning, whatever that may be, milling, drilling, material testing, developing a new product, designing a new product. Your research problem like that will be. Or that can be related to the management of the manufacturing process. Like you are doing some sort of the scheduling, some sort of the optimization of the layout. Improving the productivity. Okay, at the some industry level, process level, or the at the machine level. Right. So there can be two type of the projects, or more than that one also, but basically at the this level, at the master level, that can be completed in 1 year. That may be based upon the application of the manufacturing. Yeah, someone's internet connection is very slow. I am also using the very slow connection here. Okay. In my office, there is no internet since 2 days. Anyhow, I am trying to manage this one. So if sometimes connection get disconnected or like, just wait for the some time. I will inform about that. Okay, so coming back to that. So you can select the pure applied sort of thing on the machine level, process level like that one, or management of that one. Both kind of topics should be acceptable, right? For your thesis. Once you develop the or selected the area, coming to step 2, as a researcher, you have to develop the mastery of that area, right? That means anyone going to ask anything from that area. Let's say I am specialized in the quality. So I should have the knowledge of the basic concept of the quality tools, how to improve the quality, what is the Six Sigma, what is the quality loss function, all the things. I should be expert in that one. Although, you know that there is no limited knowledge. No one can acquire the expertise of each and everything in any given area. But you have to be a mastery level, not you are knowing all the things. You are not a god, okay? You're not supposed to be that. But at least you should have a critical view, thinking, understanding of particular area. And this can be acquired. How to develop this kind of skills? These can be acquired by reading a lot of the materials related to your research area. A good literature review, right? A good literature review can make you more confident or expert of any field. There is no option beside the hard labor. And labor in terms of the reading, understanding, critically thinking about that one. Critical thinking means always questioning the things written in any paper, any book, whatever that may be. Right? So mind it, keep in your mind, if you're going to do the research, first you have to identify your research area, and then you have to acquire the mastery of that area. You have to equip yourself. You have to get as much information, knowledge about that area as possible in the given time. Right? Third step, you should review the researches conducted in the area to know the recent trend and studying that. This is related to the literature review. We can have a very good 1 or 2 classes on the how to perform the literature review. Okay, we'll discuss that later on. But time being, literature review you are going to perform on the area you have selected. You are going to find the papers, recent trend, what people are doing, what they are not able to do, and from that you are going to get the research gap. What is the gap? What we have achieved, what already we achieved. There are two things, where we should be and where we are. Between this there is a gap, and out of that gap, if you are going to solve one small problem, that will be a very good research. Research is all about identifying and filling the research gaps, right? On that basis, literature, if you identify any gap or anything, on that review, you can modify, retune, fine tune, or your problem, or your topic, right? To align more, to make it more acceptable to the community, to society, to the scientific community. Step 5, you can draw the analogy. Analogy means some examples sort of thing, same sort of thing. And insight in the identify the problem imply his personal experience. No doubt, always the personal experience is involved in the research. He may take a help of the supervisor of that field. You can talk to your supervisor how to proceed further. And finally, you have to pinpoint, be specific, what exactly you are going to do. If someone is saying that investigation of the particular process, let's say you are going to say the objective is to investigate the CNC turning machining process. This is not a specific problem. What to investigate? Be specific. To investigate the surface quality or effect of the cutting speed, tool material, whatever that on the surface quality or like that. Be specific, pinpointed. Right? Whenever you're going to analyze a problematic situation, when you're going to find out a problem, what are the major tasks or activity you're going to perform? In that case, accumulating the facts that might be related to problem. You have to support your problem. Whenever you are going to give the presentation to the someone or a particular community, you have to convince them, okay, this is the problem, this need to be solved, there is some application, right? Setting the observation, whether the facts are relevant. You have to see whatever facts you gathered or accumulated, these are connected directly to the problem. That is going to support you. Then you have to tracing any relationship between the facts and might reveal the key to the difficulty. You have gathered some facts related to the problem. You have to find out, is there any relationship between that facts and the problem happening? Then proposing the various explanation for the cause or the difficulty. You have to find out what are the causes, what are the difficulties there. Right? Asserting through observation analysis whether these explanations are relevant to the problem. You have to be certain. You have to be confident about whatever observation analysis you are going to do, you are doing, and the explanation you are giving, that is relevant to the problem. That is what about that may be about the origin or causes of the problem, or effect of that causes in terms of the problem, or there may be probable solution you are going to recommend on the basis of the observation. Observation means you are going to look upon the some phenomena is happening, collecting the data. That is the observation. Observation doesn't mean that you are just looking. Observation means you are collecting some facts and figure from there. And after analysis, analyzing that one, okay, you are coming with some explanation to that problem. Tracing the relationship between the explanation. What are the causes and what is the problem? There is some relationship you already developed based upon your observation analysis. And that gives some idea, some insight to you. What may be the possible solution? Tracing relationship between the facts and explanation. Your explanation should be based upon the facts. There should not be any subjective or your opinion involved, right? You should not be biased. So you have to establish a relationship between the facts and your explanation. What is the explanation you are going to give? Why this problem is, why that is happening, or like that one. That should be based upon the some facts and figures. Any problem should not come only from your mind that okay, there is a problem in the some industry. No, this is not an acceptable version of the problem. If you're going to say like this one, no one going to accept that one. You have to support that in terms of something. Let's say the productivity is low due to that the output is this much in the some certain value. There is a loss of the this much Ethiopian beer per annum due to the this particular fact, like that one. Be specific. By solving that, we can have save this much loss, like that one. Right? If you have taken any assumptions there, you have to question that one, whether that is applicable or not. Right? Here it is showing that internet connection is somewhat unstable. If it get disconnected, please join again. Okay. Now tracing the irrelevant facts which are not concerned, it's obvious. If there is irrelevant facts that are not concerned in any way with the your analysis or the final result. So much data you collect, and out of that data, some data may be relevant, some data may be irrelevant. You have to think about that one. Whenever you're going to design the questionnaire, you have to do the some sort of the content validation. And also you should be able to locate, recognize the irrelevant explanation which is not related to problems, right? Now coming to our basics, the fundamental question we are discussing, how to identify the problem. Again, that may be your personal experiences. You've seen some problem somewhere in some industry, your neighborhood, or somewhere in your college, in your workshop, whatever that may be. So that can be a research problem to solve. And then you are going to check that one on the basis of checklist. How much scientific, social, and research value a particular problem has. Okay. Other sources may be generally you talk to your supervisor, and supervisor is well connected or well expert, supposed to be in their area, and he suggests some problem to solve. You take that problem as your research problem. Or you can start like that one. If you have an idea that okay, I want to do my research thesis in this area, any area you can say, let's say machining area, welding, forming, whatever that may be, or some management area, industrial engineering, shop floor optimization, process optimization, right? There's so many areas in the manufacturing. Out of that, let's say you are interested in a particular area. You feel that you are very comfortable in this particular area or field. Select that area, do a good literature review. What really going on in that area? What people are doing in that area? Let's say I think of some sort of the quality problems, quality management. So I look for what people are doing nowadays. What kind of research is going on in the quality management? Then let's say from the quality I shift to the Six Sigma. Now I'll see what people are doing the Six Sigma. Six Sigma is the quality tool, you know that. Okay. So quality management tool. So at this point, again you narrow down, and you reach to a final specific field or the topic. This way, you can identify your problem. Or you can go for a novel idea, novel, if you have the innovative mindset. Due to the technology change day by day, new things are coming in market, and that is giving to the new opportunity for the research. Because whenever a new things come in the market, that comes not only with the technology, but some challenges associated with that technology. That brings up new problems. And that can be a opportunity for your research. Most practical way is to consult expert in your known area, if you have chosen area, or consult a supervisor. Right now you don't have any supervisor, right? Okay, no one is assigned. What is the process of the supervisor assignment here in the activity? That you are supposed to give the topic or some sort of the proposal, and based upon that particular area, in which area you are going to do the research, depending upon the interest of the supervisor will select the student, which student should do the thesis under a particular supervisor, right? So selection of the topic is your responsibility, and the next assignment of this course is on the selection of the topic itself. Okay. Now coming to the criteria for selecting a problem. Already we have discussed the checklist. This is only the summary of that one. There should be some novelty. Novelty means new things. Importance for the field represented, and implementation that should be practically implementable. People should be interested in that kind of research. You should have some sort of training qualification from that one. You should not select that kind of method or problem for which data availability is a problem or method is not available to you. Like earlier also I told you that don't take the problem like manufacturing of a rail engine. That is a very big problem. You don't have so much knowledge or the method or the machinery or infrastructure. You can't do that as your M.Sc project. Okay. So you have to be reasonable, rational here. The special equipment or working condition is available or not, this has to be checked. Approachability of the sample where you are going to collect the data, information. Is that in your reach? You can get the data easily or not. Sponsorship and administrative of cooperation, some sort of the sponsorship in terms of the fund, etc. is available or not. If you want some administrative cooperation like going to some industry on the behalf of the TVT, or TVT is going to give you the authorization letter or like this one. What are the hazards, penalties, and what should be there? There should be so much risk. Generally, we avoid that one, selecting a topic. Cost and return, whatever you are invested, and how much you are going to get the return of that one. And finally, the time factor. That is the most important one. You have the only 1 year to perform your thesis. You have to be sure that within 1 year you can complete that study, right? Now, once you selected the problem, okay, put these questions. Is the problem really important? Ask to yourself. Say this problem to your friend. Ask him. To your group. Make a group of the 3, 4, 5 people. Say that, okay, I'm going to do this problem is important or not, right? Look, is the problem interesting to others or not? It is not a matter of your interest only. Is the chosen problem is a real problem or some hypothetical one? You are designing from your mind or something. That should be a real problem. The problem display originality and creativeness. Okay. Is this original? Or you are going to copy paste from some other university sources, from the other library? You go and find out, okay, this is a master thesis, okay, look, what is this? I'm going to copy this one. That is not the original one. This is plagiarism. If someone find out that should not be acceptable, you have to be original in selecting the problem. You have to show some creativeness. Ethical value and morality is a bigger question. And this kind of things, ethics and moral values cannot be forced. This should be the inherent quality of any research. We have to be original. There are thousands of master theses. Right? You should not get the copy of that one. Okay, only for the reading purpose, understanding purpose, to know the format, etc. You can read any number of the theses, but problem should be an original one, your problem, right? Ask these questions. Am I really concerned with finding the solution? If you try to find the solution, certainly you can. Can you able to state the hypothesis? Hypothesis is some sort of the relationship between the variables from the problem in a testable form that can be tested. Also ask a question, will I learn something new from this problem? Am I going to enhance my knowledge base? So these kind of questions should be asked by yourself before deciding any problem, any research topic, right? You can keep these slides or these notes for the future reference whenever you're going to select a topic. Okay, now we have left with less than 5 or 6 minutes. So I have a group activity for this class. If you were in the classroom, right, we can perform this in the classroom, like discuss with your neighbor research problem both in general and specific term. I usually make a group of the 2 people. And they will try to find out the broad area. Discussing, okay, I am interested in this field, he is interested in this field, and share your experience to each other. He will give some input to that one to improve your research problem. But that is not possible in this online environment. So what I am supposed to do, whosoever is the class representative of your class, please make a group of the 4 or 5 people. Please make a group of 4 to 5 people. Each group should consist of 4 to 5 students. Each student will first start with the broad area in which he wants to pursue his thesis. I want the summation of the broad research area from each and every student along with the group name. Future exercises will be based upon the these groupings, right? These documents, I suppose I want to take the help of the class representative, female is or whatever that may be. He should prepare the list of the students along with their grouping, and all the people should submit the major research area or broad research area to him. In the coming classes, we are going to identify the topic, and I'll try to make you develop your research proposal before the completion of this course, so that whenever next semester you are going, your research proposal should be ready for the submission, right? So any class representative available today here, you can unmute and say. Hello. What you are supposed to do for the class representative?
Hello.
Yes. There is some sort of the assignment I'm giving. Make a list of students with group number. Each group should consist of 4 to 5 students. Okay. Also, each student is supposed to give his or her broad area of research. That means the interested area of research, in which area he is interested or she is interested for pursuing the research. And if possible, discuss among the group. Why discuss among the group for selecting the broad area, selecting the area of research. If someone is coming with the topic of the research, that is also good. Okay. Already criteria is given to you. Some research direction already I've suggested what kind of topic, what kind of things you can do in your research, right? So please complete this task and submit me that document either in the Word format or PDF format by Saturday before the Monday, before the next class, okay? So that I can design some sort of the group activities, right?